We're told Memorial Day is one of the busiest traveling times of the year, with 9 out of 10 travelers choosing to take to the open road to make it to the fun. 11 members of the Marching 100 band booked into various jails, and all but one bonded out and walking free. But the question is, for how long?
Demetria, social media is playing a major role here.
That's right, Mika. It's really interesting to see. It's almost a sign of the times. According to our gas tracker at WTXL.TV, the average price for a gallon of gas in Tallahassee is about $3.33. Well, what if you could take an extra 5, 10, or even 15 cents off that price?
And if you can find the willpower to resist that extra trip to the coffee shop, Eisman says you'll be very surprised what the savings will look like later on. No charges will be filed in the hazing investigation surrounding the Marching 100's Kappa Kappa Psi fraternity.
Well, Georgia residents could have money sitting right under their nose. State Representative Penny Houston requested that a complete list of unclaimed property be made available to the public. Well, first a Miami man chews off a person's face, and then a New Jersey man throws his intestines at the police. We're living in the zombie apocalypse, folks. Here's what's hot on the web.
I would imagine that the state attorney and the defense are already working on that, trying to get their list together of the people that they want to meet with.
The fate of 11 individuals now hangs in the balance as both prosecution and defense attorneys prepare for a courtroom battle. They're former members of the prestigious Florida A&M Marching 100 band, and now they're charged with felony hazing, resulting in the death of their 26-year-old drum major, Robert Champion.
Robert Champion tragically died from being beaten to death on that bus.
It happened back in November of 2011 after performing at the Florida Classic. If convicted, they could spend the next 6 years behind bars. 11 members of the Marching 100 band booked into various jails, and all but one bonded out and walking free. But the question is, for how long?
You want to follow exactly what the court has directed you to do. You want to follow your attorney's advice. You don't want to, do anything that could cause further negative attention to yourself.
Local attorney Randy Giddings is not connected to the case, but gives us some insight as to what to expect moving forward. For the prosecution,
they'll call a number of witnesses. Obviously, there were people on the bus that participated. Some people just observed, and those people will all be witnesses.
And as for the defense,
obviously, some people might not testify. They may not participate. They may try to minimize their involvement or not say anything.
Demetria Wright, Bounce TV.
Straight, sharp, deep cuts.
The gashes on this pit bull's back and side are severe.
It's okay, yeah.
Dr. Rachel Reeves has been working as a veterinarian for 13 years. She says the sight is almost too much to bear.
These are some of the worst wounds that I've ever seen on a dog. They're extremely deep. They've cut through the muscle and almost down to the bone in some area.
Reeves says the dog has a 5-inch slit on her backside and 2 others on her stomach. It was a concerned citizen, Reeves says, that tipped them off about this dog and possibly another that was seen here at Capitol Circle Northwest in pretty bad shape. When officers went out to investigate, they only found this one dog, but it was clear she needed help.
She's very painful. They're quite infected, even though they've only been there for a few days.
While there is still a lot of healing left to be done, there are also questions to be answered. Is there another dog out there, and where are the owners?
I'd like to find out if anybody is missing this dog. Have they lost this dog that was injured? So we can at least find out if they're aware of what happened.
Dr. Reeves says it's not going to be easy, but she and the team will be working to get this pup through a rough time.
We do see the worst of the worst sometimes, and this is definitely one of those cases. She's got a long road to recovery ahead of her.
Now, this is where your help is needed. If you happen to have any information about this dog's injuries or the whereabouts of the second dog reported, you're urged to call the Leon County Animal Control. The number is 850-606-5400. Demetria Wright, ABC 27 HD.